when I'm watching Netflix
Mhm.
now. So my perspective of looking at it is different. I'm
How they
observing
shoot.
how they film and the angles and stuff. And sometimes we're watching and I'll be like, the color grading on this
This
episode is
is
so good,
so
and my
good.
wife will be, can you stop being a content creator for a while and just
Yeah.
let us just watch this? I'm like, okay.
Okay, and today on my wonderful podcast, I have a very, very, very close friend and one of the best food bloggers in Dubai. I'm quite sure that there are a lot. I mean, why I'm saying the
Thank
best?
you.
Because I literally heard people like, remember one two events that we went and people like, Mohz Khan, I love your videos. I see your videos and I go to the place, and that's like the crazy thing. And I'm so glad that you are here. So, Mohz Khan, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. High five. So let's do the cheers. Let's do the coffee
Yeah,
cheers
yeah, let's
first
start
because
with that.
I always cheers and take
Thank
a
you.
sip. Okay.
Don't we review it?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Go ahead.
No,
Go
no, I'm
ahead.
just kidding.
Go ahead. Review that
I'm
as
just kidding. But that's a good coffee. That is good. Like, if you guys want a hidden gem for really nice coffee,
That's actually Raina Tours cafeteria. We
Rana
have a
Cruz
coffee
Cafe.
machine. So yeah, but yeah, the
Yeah.
coffee looks and tastes good. But firstly, thank you again for coming.
No,
Today we are just going to talk about you and your content because I personally am really amused with the way you make your content. It's are you firstly it's only going to be food like is that your vision to only eat it for or it's going to move ahead?
so
Just
it
but
was.
before that, just a pre-context for those who are first time having a look or listening to your podcast. You're a particular food blogger who's actually creating amazing content on food. Like, matlab, literally, I have these some of the videos which I'm like, I want to eat it. You do that thing and you do that. Oh God! Like I have my sister as well. Okay, my sister is also a big fan. So she's also like, Mohz Khan is coming and all that. You remember when we did the India
Yeah, yeah, I've
Pakistan thing?
met her. And she is such a darling.
Yeah, she was like, I'm like Mohz Khan is like a like for me, it's not like whoa, like how others feel it, right? But that's where I feel like amazed how much impact you have been able to create in Dubai and UAE with your food content, which I think there are food content creators which are like in a very handful who can do that. But I think for me personally, I feel you're at the toppest notch because
Thank you. That's
Bhai Saab, it is really good.
thank you
So
so much.
that's the reason. The first question is it going to be only food or it's going to be something else as well?
Okay, so first off, thank you for the kind words. I just do my best and try to create good content. I wouldn't say I'm like at the best or at the top. There are so many other
Hmm.
creators who are doing like really, really
Yeah,
good
yeah, they are
jobs as
there.
well. So, shout out to them as well.
Yeah, and I hope they come to my podcast as well.
For sure, you guys need to be here. You
Okay.
yourself are doing such a great job. Now
Thanks.
coming to your question,
Yeah.
honestly, it never even started with just doing food.
Mm-hmm.
Always wanted to do like food plus something else to always keep it balanced.
Okay.
And this is a debate that like my wife and I, we're a team.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a debate that we keep having. Where she's like, we should do other things and stuff. But with a 2-year-old, it's very difficult to do like a lot of these activities and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why over the last 2 years, the focus has been mostly on
Food.
food,
Okay.
and we're big foodies. So for us, it's always like it's something we enjoy as well. When I decided that I'm going to do content, the one thing that I was very sure about was that I'll do something that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously when you're starting out or when you haven't decided what to do,
Yeah.
and you're just planning or ऐसा सोचा है कि करना है लेकिन you don't know what. So there's so many things that you can do, and we browse. We're on social media. We see other people doing things, and we think, yeah, okay, we can do this also. मैं भी ये कर सकता हूँ, मैं भी.
Yeah.
But I think it's very important to do what you can sustain. Pick a niche or pick something which you actually love. So you can actually keep doing it for like a longer period of time,
Yeah.
right?
Like, if I have to add on it, like you said it right, that when a normal viewer sees content, they're like, even I can do this. Like everybody can say, I can do this. It's
Yeah.
doable. But when it comes to creating, then it's all
It's
about
difficult.
it's difficult to
Yeah.
sustain. You can make 1-2 videos, but
Yeah.
then constantly creating content like you might say, okay, food blogging is easy. It is not.
No,
Trust me, it is
it's
not easy. No
It's
content
not.
creator, it's not
Yeah.
easy.
Actually, you're right. Not just food blogging, any type of content creation, it's not easy. The problem is that people see the 30 seconds that we actually put out, the final product or the final video,
Yeah.
but they don't see the 3-4 hours that go into making that
Thinking
30, and it's so difficult to create to film for like 2-3 hours and then reduce it down to a 30-second clip.
Yeah.
There's so much that we have to cut out, and so much fat and so much good stuff also we have to remove to bring
make
it down to that 30 seconds. So there's a lot of work that actually goes into
But
it.
actually, I feel in the influencer market or creators, maximum of us have a job.
Yeah.
So it becomes even more difficult.
Yeah.
If you're not, like, for me, it's not that, because my department is social media. So we
Yeah.
do social media, and it's
Yeah.
a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But you, I don't think so, are from social media. So I want to know exactly what is your actual work that you're actually doing, and then, because
Yeah.
obviously social media is
So-
not the big thing for you. You have a
Yeah.
well-established career. Talk about that. I want to know about that.
Yeah, so I have been closely associated with the social media and digital
Okay.
field for a long time.
Okay.
But mostly towards like previously it was like mobile apps and
Mhm.
web development and all of that.
So you're a developer, right? I mean,
I'm not a developer. I've been a project manager
okay.
at one point.
Mhm.
Right now I'm an e-commerce manager
Okay.
for a company. It's a company, we deal in like fashion brands and stuff.
Okay.
So that's what I do. That's my full-time
Main job.
Yeah, but I've always been like very closely associated with agency life and social media and stuff. So I've always been on top of trends and what's happening and which platforms are doing well and which platforms are fizzling out. I've always been very connected to that.
Okay.
And it's been something like starting my own social media or making my social media public. It's something that I've been thinking for a very long time. So like around, I would say 2000 and maybe 16, 17, so I was like only thinking, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do this. But with the job and with life, it's not very easy to take out time to do this dedicatedly.
Right.
So I kept thinking, but then and this is something I tell other people as well, that stop wishing, start doing वाला concept है ना. तो फिर मैंने भी वही किया कि यार, okay, you know what, it's going to take up a bit more of my time, but I need to do it.
Okay.
तो फिर मैंने I started
Pushing
making
somehow.
content. I was like, okay, let's put
What
the
was the
content.
first content? Like, I'm quite sure you have not figured out by that time that you're going to be a food blogger.
Yeah, no, not
What
at
was
all.
that first thing that you started? I want to know.
Actually, the very first thing, I started on YouTube pehle. I created a YouTube channel. At that time, I was not even posting much on Instagram, TikTok, nothing.
This is what, 2018?
This
19,
would
16?
be 2019.
Okay, that
somewhere
time
around
Instagram
2019.
इतना बड़ा भी नहीं था.
हाँ, तो उस टाइम ये रील्स का कॉन्सेप्ट था भी
TikTok
नहीं.
था तब.
TikTok had just started out.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I'll do YouTube. And it will, once it establishes, everyone tells you that it's a nice source of secondary income and stuff as well.
Yeah.
So I started doing that, but then I realized that with a full-time job, it's very difficult to film YouTube vlogs and then edit them.
So you're vlogging?
I was initially
trying to, like, that was your first content?
Yeah, that initially that was.
Okay.
So I was experimenting with everything. Sometimes doing like some live vlog. कभी ऐसा दुबई में बारिश हो गई तो heading out and
show it.
Using
That's
the keyword
content,
rain in Dubai and stuff. So I was experimenting with a lot of things. All those old videos are still there on my YouTube. I'm not very active on it anymore. But
except the last few weeks before when we made a vlog on India Pakistan.
See what happened with that one. I posted that vlog. In that vlog, I said that okay, I'll be active again, and then I haven't posted anything after that.
It's very tough actually to sustain
difficult.
somewhere.
It's very difficult because now it's like my job and then social media pe short videos, and now with that I cannot take up number 3 YouTube as a, because उसका orientation भी अलग, उसका अलग mechanism
like,
है.
Yeah, I
making
get
vlogs
it.
and stuff. So
यहाँ से ऐसे हो जाता है camera.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's very difficult
Exactly.
to do content.
हाँ, तो and then see, one of my own beliefs is that if I'm not happy with the content ना, I will not post it. तो मैंने ऐसा नहीं करना है कि repurposing the Instagram content for YouTube, you know,
Yeah,
उसी
like
को crop कर दिया, वो वाले blur हो रहा है, कुछ भी हो रहा है, बस डाल दो. तो मैंने ऐसे नहीं करना है. तो I was like, यार, if I don't have time right now for YouTube, I'll put it on the back burner, maybe come back later. But जबरदस्ती का मुझे उस पे नहीं डालना है, you know. So that's when I decided, okay, now I have to select between which platforms I want
Right.
to, you know, focus on. So it's very
Great.
difficult.
Then how did you end up saying food blogging? Like what?
Food
Because
blogging.
like for me, for me, comedy content.
Yeah.
I have to like go way back when I was like I feel like comedy is my you know, it runs in my body. Like
Yeah.
I can do comedy easily when I was in theater.
Yeah.
So theater mein I knew that more than I could do like seriously was okay.
Yeah.
But when I had comedy, I would enjoy it. Like I would be
Yeah.
really happy.
Yeah.
So that's where I knew that that's my thing. And then whenever I started making content,
Yeah.
I just got drawn to the comedy aspect more
Fair
than
enough.
the food.
Yeah.
Like to be fair to you, when I came to Dubai like a year back, the food bloggers were a lot, and like when you scroll on Instagram or TikTok, there's a lot of good food bloggers who are creating content. So usually everyone was making food content, like whoever
Yeah.
wanted to be a content creator.
Yeah.
I don't know, that was a trend because I was observing everything like in that angle. Then I also stepped into the food blogging. Then I understood it's not my cup of tea.
Did you do food
I
blogging?
did.
You did?
If you search my like, it's not on my
Oh,
my
man.
page. I never tried
Yeah.
because I was following what everyone was doing, trying to
Yeah.
make a second page and
Yeah.
trying to make some weird name like I won't disclose that. But I
Oh,
did it. I
okay.
did it just to try because in my profession I got this job, but I was not doing anything on Instagram. But our main work was Instagram, so I needed to know the platform.
Yeah.
YouTube I was doing. If you see my videos, you'll see millions of views on that. But
Okay. Nice.
but Instagram I was new, so I had to create, and I didn't want to do it on my thing because my thing had already comedy, and it was like, कुछ फायदा नहीं है इसमें.
Yeah.
Like, but now अभी फायदा दिख रहा है सबको. But yeah, I created content. I made 3-4 videos or food, and I was like, I can't do this shit.
Right.
Sorry for that, but I literally, I just could not do it. I could not get my passion. I could not do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But it's a good way to create content.
Yeah.
So that's the time. Like I was like, chuck it, man. I just do what I like, and
Yeah.
that's what I started. And then it
That's
really
very important. That's what I
that's
was
when
actually.
that's
That's what I
when
started
things
off with.
changed.
Na, कि what happened is people scroll and they see and they're like, oh,
I can do that.
yeah, this Supercar Blondie, oh, she's reviewing cars. I can do that too.
What's
But
that? Even I
it's
can
not.
do that.
It's not always
No.
that easy, you know. So don't look at somebody else's journey and think, oh, this guy is doing
Can
well
do it.
now,
Even I can do it.
and oh, he's doing so well now, so I can also do it. And then 1 month later, I'm going to be the next Anil Lobo. You can't do that. There's a whole process and there's a struggle that goes into.
Struggle. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Struggle is there. I guess
Once
struggle is
you-
there for everywhere. But
It's for all type of creators, you
Yeah.
know. Creators, you know, who are like generally doing
create,
their
create.
research
Yeah.
and then going out there and putting in the time and
Correct.
effort. I think they should be appreciated.
coming back to my question, how did you get that
Into
thing
food
of
blogging.
food? Yeah. What?
So I was
What
doing
kicked in?
I was doing food vlogs on YouTube
Okay.
initially. So I was making like very lengthy videos,
Mhm.
and I would go to one restaurant and we would order a lot of things, all from my own pocket. Huh? I was just starting out, so I would like do everything on my own and I would review it. But it wasn't getting as many views because YouTube is quite saturated.
Yeah.
And then obviously it was very time consuming as well.
Yeah.
So and then what was happening is I was vlogging about other topics other than food, like trying to unbox stuff and doing tech and gadgets and a lot of things combined. So then my wife was the one who actually suggested, but we've always been foodies, so we would always go out and eat, and there was a portion of our time that was going into visiting different restaurants,
yeah.
exploring them anyway. So she said, "Okay, yeah, you know what? Rather than vlogging about something else and then taking out more time to explore these restaurants, let's switch, and why don't you start vlogging about these restaurants only? That will save us time as well,
Yeah.
and you'd have more content
To push in.
And then, she was like, she said, "Ki, I think in Dubai, more people will relate to food content rather than gadgets and stuff."
Mhm.
So I was like, well, it sort of made sense. Whenever, okay,
Makes
let's
sense.
try it. So then I started doing food vlogs on YouTube,
Mhm.
and I started with TikTok actually. So I posted a few of those on TikTok,
Mhm.
and they did very well, the TikTok ones, you
Mhm.
know. So I was like, there is
There's
potential
something here.
here
Okay.
as well. Am I wasting my time? Because I used to spend like 6, 7, 10 hours making one YouTube vlog,
Video. I get it. I've tried that. I get
Yeah.
it.
So I was like, okay, maybe there's something else that I should be exploring,
Right.
and maybe I need to switch things
Switch
up,
and
or maybe change strategies. So even at that time, I was not posting on Instagram.
okay.
My wife was like, "You should post on Insta as
This
well." I
is
was
year.
like,
This is year. Which year?
"This would be 2020
2020.
when I started posting on TikTok." And and then the feeling you get when you wake up one day and you just open TikTok or Instagram, and your first video blows up.
Mhm.
So that happened, and I woke up and it had like a lot of views, like 100K and 200K, and it kept growing. And I was like, "What is happening here?"
Mhm.
You know. So and that was a food video.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, let's explore this a bit more. So then I started posting more regularly on TikTok, and I kept growing, and I was like, okay, people are enjoying this.
Mhm.
It takes less time for me to do that
Mhm.
comparatively.
Mhm.
It still takes like maybe 1, 2 hours to edit a nice video, but compared to the YouTube full length vlogs, it was way less.
Bellas.
So I was like, okay, this takes less time, and I'm seeing better results.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, let's explore this. And then my wife kept urging me, okay, you're already making it. You're making the video. Just post it on Instagram as well. And I think that's the time when Reels just started coming out.
Yeah.
So when I was like, okay, yeah, this is a good time. I literally have to repost it.
Mhm.
I started doing that as well. And that's when it
Things started
started
moving.
picking up. So it started picking up on Instagram. And then there was a point where my Instagram followers surpassed my TikTok followers as
Yeah.
well. So now TikTok is the secondary platform. So now when I make something, I keep Instagram
Instagram
in
in
mind,
mind.
and then I repost it on TikTok.
TikTok. Even though, like, if you noticed, TikTok trends come first and then it gets surpassed to Instagram.
Yeah.
Then that's
I feel now this is just my opinion, but I feel that Instagram has a mature audience
yeah.
compared to TikTok.
Yeah.
So now that my Instagram has grown to this level, I feel that when I post my food blogs and my food reels over there, I connect with a more mature audience.
Better cream audience,
Yeah,
I feel.
exactly. TikTok pe you can't tell what's going to happen with the video.
You can, you really can't tell.
You can't, huh?
Literally.
That's the thing. So I feel right now that Instagram is a bit more consistent.
Mhm.
Like I know that when I post quality content, it gets the minimum attention that it
Should
deserves.
get at least.
It
Yeah.
should
It's
get.
not like nothing.
I don't even uh, hope for every video to blow up and get like a million views or something.
Mhm.
बट ऐसा है कि जितने फॉलोअर्स है उसके हिसाब से इंस्टाग्राम इज अ हेल्दी एंगेजमेंट
Yeah.
with TikTok, even now with like I think 25,000 followers, I may post the same video there, and sometimes it may get like 2,000 views or something
Okay.
because of the way the algorithm is built and stuff. So I feel कि restaurants को, brands को, giving value as a blogger, I can give more value when I'm posting
On
for them on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Now coming to like obviously when I really feel that when you are a content creator full time, not full time, but doing a job and then you're a full time content creator, the importance of having a team is really very important. You cannot pull it off alone. Like I don't think so. Anyone, I mean I don't know. The people who I know, even me, I don't think so. Whatever I could achieve or whatever I don't think so anybody could achieve can be pulled off alone. There is a
Yeah.
lot of things to handle.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your team, and you've already spoken about your wife. Tell
Yeah.
me, like, how do you all function when it comes to content creation?
So you're absolutely right. When I started, I was trying to do everything on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to film myself as well and stuff. And then she said that, okay, let me help you out,
Right.
and I'll do the filming.
Mm-hmm.
I still do the editing
Mm.
and the managing the social media and replying to comments and all. That's all me.
Okay.
But she helps me film
Mm-hmm.
and she helps me plan.
Mm.
So we're always like brainstorming. We're always, and then we call our little one our mascot because she's mostly with us. So we say that, okay, she's our lucky charm, she's our mascot, and she's
Yeah.
always with us. Sometimes it's challenging as well having a 2-year-old when you're trying to
Yeah.
film, but it's okay because see, we always decided that we are doing this for fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
When we started posting on Instagram, we had our minds made up. Okay, we are doing this for fun, and we said that we will try not to lose that fun element.
Mm-hmm.
ठीक है, अपने लिए. So even today when we explore places and stuff, we only go to places which we know कि हमें भी अच्छा लगेगा. ठीक है. अगर हमें लग रहा है कि यार ये this is something I don't eat, तो I will not जबरदस्ती go there just to make some viral content. नहीं, we do it for fun. और अभी भी we plan, अरे यार this looks so tempting, इसको check करें, okay let's go. And when we go there we film. It's a hit and miss as well. कभी ऐसा होता है हमें अच्छा नहीं लगता, we don't post about it. बहुत सारी footage ऐसी है, I go somewhere, I don't like something, so I'm like, you know what, if I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to recommend it to other people.
Right.
So that's how it is.
And you're like in the team, are you the only one editing everything?
Yeah, right now I edit everything on
all the videos, even
yeah.
the YouTube one which you made, because that was like, why I say that because I tried it. It's like very stressful. But you, we shot. I remember we did the India Pakistan vlog.
Yeah.
We shot in the morning, and by evening you're calling me. I'm like, why are you calling me? And I'm tired. And you are edited and you put the videos. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I mean, I also tried that,
Yeah.
but I was dead by the end of the, like
Yeah.
the first India Pakistan match, which
Yeah.
we had to put
Yeah.
give us transports and all that. So I had to do it the same day,
Yeah.
and I was tired. And you were calling me like, and you had energy. I was like, oh.
I don't know if I had energy or not, but yeah, I just went home. So sometimes I do this, like I get so engrossed, and I'm like, I have to finish this or I have to do this. And that's what happened that day as well, because I was like, right now it's trending. If I post this after 2 days, it's not going to be of any use.
That's very important.
So मैंने बोला यार क्या करें? Okay. So I went home and then I started editing, and I ended up like, I think I called you late at night, right?
8. I remember.
What time did the match
8 o'clock.
finish?
It finished at
4 or
yeah,
something.
4.
Yeah. So I live close to where we were. So I just went home and I started editing. And then I'm like just.
But the thing was, achha, someone got a call. But
Sorry.
it's okay, no problem. So the thing was that it was obviously well edited. They were like, I like the way you put your text. That gets me in my next question is which are the content creators or editors, or who do you follow and you get inspiration from while you create your content? For example, for me, there are lots and lots of Indian comedy content creators who I really get inspired.
Yeah.
Wow, like I just love them all and the way they are creating. I just feel fortunate none of them are in Dubai. Otherwise, they would have taken it to another level. But I follow all of the really good content creators and I get really inspired. So all my content is like an ode to them.
Yeah.
All like the younger ones are coming who are already done. Like in India, they're like Ashish Chinchlani, Bhuvan Bam, and all that. They're the ones who from 5-6 years they're like crazy. Now there are new ones. For me, I get inspired. I want to know from where do you get inspiration? Like, do you follow anybody or who you really look up to? Like, wow, this is great.
So most of the things I learned about editing was during my YouTube journey when I was trying to edit videos and vlogs, So it's all self-learned. But I've always been very good with software, so I'd never shy away from picking up a new software and trying to learn it, So I still edit a lot on Final Cut as well, although many people think it's difficult to use it. I don't know how to use Premiere Pro that much because I have a Mac, so it's more compatible and stuff. But when I was editing my vlogs, I was using Final Cut. तो वो
Hmm.
भी YouTube से ही सीख के, you know, how to do this and how to do that. And I always wanted my videos to slightly stand out
Hmm.
from the
Normal trend.
from the crowd, you know.
Which does.
Thank you, thank you. That's always my aim कि content जो हो वो भी और उसका style भी. Which is why I don't use these Instagram के built-in
Hmm.
tools that much and font that much, because then you know it sort of starts looking like
Same.
similar to
Everyone is using
what
it. Yeah.
other creators are also doing. So I said no, yeah, I want it to be different.
Mhm.
And then there's always like that vlogger in me who just refuses to, you know, give up. Like, so whenever like, yeah, chalo, this way I can keep that little bit of my vlogging
Mhm.
aspect and memories also going by using custom fonts and
Mm.
stuff like that. Trust me, if I had the time, I would do a lot more.
Mhm.
Like, I love playing with like transitions and effects and downloading plugins and stuff, but now I don't have time. So, and plus, what I've also realized that it's good to stick to what you're doing
Mhm.
in terms of your theme,
Mhm.
because it sort of then ultimately creates your branding as well.
Yeah.
तो बार बार भी चेंज करना भी फिर इतना अच्छा नहीं होता, तो पहले मैं बहुत एक्सपेरिमेंट करता था, बट आई फील दैट नाउ आई हैव लैंडेड ऑन a color scheme and a font
Oh
scheme
yeah,
and
actually.
everything that
Yeah, I can.
works for me. तो मैं अभी उसी पे आई हैव स्टक टू दैट because I feel that people relate to it now. If you see a video and you see that font and color, you would know that it's probably a Mohz Khan video.
Yeah.
तो मैंने बोला okay, now let's stick to this for a while.
Mhm.
And then it's convenient for me as well. Now I don't have to brainstorm every time, or I don't have to search for new plugins and new transitions and stuff each and every time. So it's like a little formula that every creator
Puts
makes,
in.
and
Everyone
then
has their formula.
yeah.
You have subtly avoided my question actually.
Which one?
The question was, who do you look up to? Like any
Oh, okay.
inspiration that you have?
So I mostly watch YouTube in my spare time
Yeah.
on my television.
Everyone
Like,
does that.
yeah.
Everyone
Okay.
does that. Nobody likes watching TV, I guess now.
Right?
Yeah, everything is
Yeah.
on
I
YouTube.
don't even have that cable subscription or that.
Same.
I have that little box that they give you with your
Yeah, TV.
SIM and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
but it's
But
not
it's-
even connected. It's
Really?
just lying there, yeah. Because I don't use it. So I was like, yeah, when we switched houses, we brought it over, but it's just lying there.
Lying there. It's same.
Yeah. So when I'm watching YouTube, I watch a lot of like travel vloggers,
Mhm.
ठीक है? But not Dubai based,
Mhm.
but like you know, travel vloggers.
Who are they? Like, who are you watching? Any particular names?
Um, there are some really good YouTubers that I watch. I watch a lot of tech YouTubers as well.
Who?
So, for example, Mr. Who's the Boss.
Okay.
Have you seen his?
I have not. No.
Okay, so I think he just crossed like 10 million and stuff.
Really?
So
Okay.
then Marcus Brownlee, you must have heard of him.
Damn, you have some good choice.
So these are all like top tier. These
Yeah.
are all like YouTubers with 10 million
Okay.
plus followers. So when I'm watching the videos, I always see how they are presenting, how they are using their fonts, and how they are, you know, editing their videos. So I'm always like, there's like always clockwork going on, and I'm always observing, you know, okay, what are they doing, and then I merge that with some lighter content like Mr. Beast. You know, so I see his videos and I'm
I
like, oh,
follow.
this is how you take a little bit from what Mr. Who's the Boss is doing, take a little bit from Mr. Beast, take a little bit from Flying the Nest or Mark Wiens and stuff, and then create your
created it.
own little formula, you know.
Wow. Okay. I just,
Now I've answered your question.
yeah, now you answered, and you've answered like wow. Okay. Because even I, when I also, I mean, I think we might connect over here because even I, whenever I look at a video, even a funny video, you'll not find me laughing at a video because I'm just seeing the technicalities of it. So
Yeah.
any video, like if, especially like for me, it's always comedy, and I like to get inspired by people and inspired by content. So even for me, not, I mean, I don't have any names. I might take a random video and just see what is different about them and how, like, if for example, for me there is one content creator from India from a channel called TSP, which is called The Screen Patti. They're really funny content that they create, and I always look at how they act and how they, you know, portray what is their strategy, and that's what I put when I try to put a content, even though
Yeah.
it's now like different and whatever.
Yeah.
But that's what inspires me. That's why I think, you know,
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
most people do that. They take
Yeah.
from here, and then try to make that thing.
I honestly even when I'm watching Netflix
Mhm.
now, so my perspective of looking at it is different.
How
I'm
they
observing
shoot.
how they film and the angles and stuff. And sometimes we're watching and I'll be like, the color grading on this episode is so good, and my wife will be, can you stop being a content creator for a while and just let us just watch this? I'm like, okay. So once you start doing it yourself, your perception kind of changes.
Mhm.
But it's always good to keep observing. See, there's a difference between observing and then blatantly copying.
Right.
So I'm never in favor of just taking what someone else is doing and then making a full copy of that.
Same ditto.
Be your own self.
Yeah, that's what the entire
So-
Instagram is like. Everyone's just copying each other in the name of trends. But then there are some good content creators trying
If you
to
notice, that's why I don't do a lot of these trends.
Mhm.
You'll rarely see me. I may use the sound,
Mhm.
but for example, right now there was this trend where they had the sunglasses on and then everyone's doing. I didn't do it.
Love that trend.
I like it. I like watching it. I like seeing people's takes on it. But unless it's something that's pertaining to food or something that's related to what I'm putting out in terms of content,
Mhm.
I don't really do it. It's the same with actually a lot of these trending food items as well.
Mhm.
Like you'll see,
Got
that
it.
okay, one
Viral
particular
ice cream.
ice cream went viral and now 100 people are
Yeah.
doing it. If it's something that attracts me, like if I want to try that food, that
Mhm.
ice cream or that coffee, and I'm going there,
Mhm.
then maybe I'll make my own version of it, right? For my own followers.
Mhm.
But I'm not going to just drop everything and run after that product. Ke nahi yaar, it's going viral. So now I also have to do it and I have to post about it.
Mhm.
So that's something I don't do. But if I'm genuinely interested in it, and I saw it, I'm like, oh, this looks so tempting. I need to try it.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go and try it.
Has any time in this, because it's food
Yeah.
that you're doing, right? So you're reviewing every food. Have you made any content where you hated the food but you actually showed it was good? Like just because of
No,
XYZ
actually,
reason?
there are so many times when I saw a YouTube video once,
Mhm.
and it was about this restaurant here in Dubai,
Mhm.
and the YouTuber was like, "Oh, this is so good, it's the best," and stuff and stuff. And I got so tempted, and I told my wife, I said, "You know what? We need to go, and I need to try this."
Mhm.
And so we went there. It was horrible. So it was so bad.
What was the food? But I have not asked
No,
which
no, no.
restaurant. What was
I
it?
don't
Biryani?
No. It wasn't biryani. It was.
Was it a unique dish only? Like
It
we'll
wasn't
come to
Pakistani or Indian. It was a different cuisine.
Is it a food wherein you'll tell us and we'll come to know what it was? Where it is and all?
No, it was some mutton-based dish.
Okay, mutton dish. Okay.
But with mutton, if sometimes you don't cook it properly and it has that smell in it. Na? So I just tried it and it was very, very smelly and gamey.
Okay. Okay.
So I have all the footage, but as soon as we left the place, my wife asked me, she said, "Are you going to post this?" And I said, "No, definitely not. I'm not going to tell other people to come here and have this and hate me for it."
Okay.
So,
have you also got stressed? I mean, has there any time been in your content creation journey where you're like really like stressed with your content creation plus your work? Like it's too much now. It's like, have you had that time?
So, see, I would say I'm fortunate enough right now that, Alhamdulillah, my job and the people I work with, my job are fantastic people to work with. So I don't really, and they know that I do food vlogging once my work day ends and stuff, and they're completely cool with it. So, which is why I don't really
stress out that much.
Thank God, I don't feel that stressed. I do feel stressed in terms of time constraint.
Okay.
Because like once the work day ends, and then I have the remaining time to distribute between content and my family as well, and personal stuff as well. So that is actually more challenging. That is stressful. Like I'm usually up late at night, editing, and then I am a bit of a perfectionist. So like I'd watch my own videos so many times before posting it, and I'll be like, no, the music has to be perfect, and the font sizing and the spacing between the lines and everything has to be
It is.
perfect and
I
stuff.
mean,
So
now that you tell me that you're performing, I understand. Okay, that's why the video looks literally fine and I forgot that word. Spotless. No, what's the word? Like no error. Something. Some word is there.
there are
What's the word?
sometimes
Speechless. Speechless. No. Editorless. Spotless. There's a one more better word. I don't know what's that word. But it's like.
but bro, sometimes there are slip ups. I'll be honest.
But after you upload, you see it, right?
And then I'm like, man,
Arey, yaar.
what did I do?
Like sometimes in my
So-
videos, I write "do abi" instead of Dubai so many times, and then I try to write in the caption because you can change the caption, right?
Yeah.
So I write, guys, it's "do" for Dubai and "abi" for Abu Dhabi.
No way, man. So I recently uploaded this video, and the location was supposed to be Arjan, and the autocorrect changed it to Ajman. Now, luckily, it was in the caption and not in the. And then after I uploaded it, once I upload a video, that's when I put my phone down, and then I give myself like a 30-minute break.
30 minutes.
When I upload it, na,
Okay.
like the Winter Garden video that I've uploaded,
yeah.
अभी मैंने नहीं देखा है कि what has
क्या
been
हुआ
the
है?
response since I've uploaded. मैंने
Okay.
upload किया and then I headed out. So, but the thing is that when I saw the notifications, a lot of people were commenting that is it Arjan, Ajman?
Oh,
And I was like, oh man, did I mess up in the video itself? So I went back and I played the video and I was like, no, okay, in the video
Caption
it's
mein.
fine. Caption mein tha, so I changed it. I was like,
damn. Okay. But mine is a bigger goof up. I put the goof ups on the video directly where I make those mistakes. We'll see a lot of spelling errors in my video, but it's okay.
yeah, it's fine.
it's
Yours is like a lighter
Yeah,
comedy
it's-
content, So I think you have a little bit more wiggle room for a little
Error.
errors
Yeah, I
and
think right now,
typos
I
and stuff.
think-
But I can't tell
You
people
cannot,
that this
yeah.
restaurant is in
Yeah.
Ajman when it's actually in Arjan,
Yeah,
so-
actually, because your thing is like you're telling people, okay, this is
Yeah.
good, this is bad. So you don't want to make a mistake. So
Yeah.
there's no scope of error, which is very nicely visible.
I don't want to
because-
send someone to Ajman, man, looking for
There's
Where
nothing
is this
there.
place?
Where is this?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Crazy. Crazy. Let's wrap up our conversation. I'm quite sure
Yeah.
it's been a long one. Let's wrap up with. I'm quite sure there are some young or some people who want to become content creators. I want to know any 3 tips that you follow
Yeah.
for your content creation journey, which you'd like to share. What would that be?
I think the first one would be that I would say be genuine.
Okay.
And try to be a little different
Right.
from the crowd. That's how people then start recognizing you and your content,
Okay.
right? If you're going to keep doing the same thing, exactly following what 10 other pages or 10 other people are doing,
Mm-hmm.
then you don't get that chance to stand out or for people to, because people are consuming so much content
Right.
online. Now they're watching your video, Anil, and then they'll scroll and they'll see 50 other videos in the same time.
Yeah.
But what's setting you apart is that you're not doing food vlogging
Yeah.
because that's not something you enjoy, but you chose to do something different,
Mhm.
and that's how people relate to it.
Uniqueness, like, okay.
So that would be my first tip. The second would be that start doing, because I've seen so many people who keep thinking, like I was thinking maybe 4 years back, that I need to do this, and I will do it, but there is no better time to do it than right now.
Mm-hmm.
The platforms are changing so quickly, everything's very volatile, so platforms are changing quickly, trends are changing quickly, so you don't know what's going to happen 1 year down the road.
Mm-hmm.
People who, I think I'm one of those who started doing reels when reels had just started booming, and that really helped us. So there's still time, but don't think so much. But then at the same time, my third advice would be that don't really rush into it.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of planning is good, so you need to find that balance.
Okay.
Like ऐसा नहीं है कि I've seen a lot of people do that. Now they just start posting about anything, and it's so random that your audience then can't really relate, or they don't know what to expect next from you.
Okay.
So I would say don't make it very, very random.
Mm-hmm.
So have a plan, have an idea that, okay, this is what I enjoy, these are my skills, this is what I'm capable of, and based on this is the type of content that I can comfortably make for the next 1 year, 2 years, And then obviously, every 6 months, 1 year, you can see what's working and then tweak it a little bit accordingly. फिर देखो what's working for you, what's not working for you, tweak it. But have a little bit of a plan कि यार मैं ये try करूँगा या करूँगी for like a year and I'll see how it
What
goes.
happens?
Yeah.
What is the buffer time you gave? I mean, I'm quite sure you also must have given yourself. Have you given yourself like, okay, I'll give 6 months to it or 1 year?
See, that's what I said. Because my situation, I think, is a little different. I already have a job, and
Yeah.
that's my main focus. This was something I was just doing for fun.
Mm.
तो मैंने ऐसा कोई deadline नहीं बनाया था, and I didn't, think कि नहीं अगर ये 3 months में ही इतना नहीं हुआ, or if I don't reach like 100K in 2 years, so I'll abandon this or discard this.
Mhm.
No, I'm a foodie. I'll always be a foodie. So I'm still going to go out. I'm still going to
Indeed.
enjoy. तो मेरा ऐसा है कि when I go there, हाँ, अब ऐसा है कि rather than just having the food and leaving, we spend some time and film it and make some content. So that's why I haven't really set any, benchmark at the moment. मैं बोला यार बस करो
कर
अभी,
लो।
हाँ, just enjoy what you're doing.
And any goals for the upcoming new year? What are your anything? Because I have planned like with whoever I do my podcast, I'm going to have another podcast a year from now.
Okay.
Just to know, like just like we'll rewind back to this very moment when you told me. Let's see what happens. Because I'm quite sure it will happen because the people who I got on my podcast till date are all doers. Like no matter what, something will come, and I'm quite sure. I believe that sabka higher than expected only it will be.
Yeah.
So would you? I mean, I know there might be goals. I don't know what are your some goals that you're looking out for the coming year.
So see,
Don't be
I'm
like
pretty-
diplomatic, okay? Like I
No,
want,
no, I'm not.
I
I'm
want
not.
like really like you want to win some awards, like that. I want to know.
No, not really. Like that's not
Okay.
that's not high on my list.
Okay.
But one of the goals is to sort of. I would say that right now I'm at like I think 35K or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to obviously reach a
The
certain
100.
level कि वो भी grow हो. So अभी right now the main focus is only and the main goal is to only grow my page.
Okay.
And I want to do that by making content which is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
तो मेरा जो अभी शायद अगर 2 goals होंगे वो एक यही होगा कि पेज को मैं और ग्रो करूं.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly कि when people they see my content or when I meet them, they tell me that कि यार we like your content because it's different. And that's how I want people to sort of know Mohz Khan, that okay, not just your everyday.
That is actually
blogger.
happening also.
Thank you.
That's
That's how I always plan my content. So I want that to be sort of like my brand,
Goal
my
for-
page or my brand's identity. Okay, there's like food blogging and then there's a different style of doing it which he brings to the table.
On ending notes,
Yeah.
on ending notes for the podcast, I would like to just say some few things which
Sure.
I usually say after the podcast is done so that you see it once there. But I'll say,
Okay.
I really feel like after this, I have known you like for quite a year. In fact, 1 year, like December, last November, I had contacted you for a lot of things for Raina and all. But this first time I got to know you in depth, your concept, and I really felt that you're a legit content creator. A content creator. I would not at all call you an influencer.
I don't call
Because-
myself that
Yeah,
either.
I'm glad you got it in the right way.
Yeah.
So I really feel you are a legit content creator, and I'm really, really glad to know how you. Personally, I'm glad because even I'm something like that. I love creating content for fun, not as a job. And if it's a job, then I get stressed. And after talking to you, I've actually got unwinded a little bit and try to remember like it's fun. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not stress. And that's what I personally have. I don't know what people are going to learn from this podcast. For me, it's just chill. It's just fun. It's that. And the other thing I've realized is the way you are actually a perfectionist, which I never knew you were. But in your content, it is very much visible. Now that I see, like when you told me about that, now I like try to imagine your page. It's perfect. And I'm
Thank
quite
you.
sure a year from now, I mean, things are going to like rocket for you because
Thank you so much.
because the content is like that, and I quite feel that people right now already like the big names actually know you, and I'm quite sure a lot of people know you, and coming here will be really, really amazing for you. And for that, thank you so much for being the great
No
food
worries.
blogger that you are.
No worries. I'm gonna add something as well before we end this.
Okay.
And it's very similar to what you said right now.
Mhm.
The first time I met you, uh, and when you invited me to that the cruise
Cruise thing, yeah.
thing, I had less than 10K followers,
Yeah.
and you said something similar to me at that time as well,
Okay.
which actually stuck with me. And you said the same thing. You said that when we met, and that was the first time I was meeting you, and you said, "Ke, you know, this event was supposed to be for
Oh yeah, I know that. Okay.
bloggers and influencers above 10K. You're below 10K, but I know that it's only a matter of time before you cross that.
Yeah, I know that.
So, you know that little
Push.
show of faith when you're starting out or when you're trying to do something, that little show of faith by people from the industry and fellow bloggers and stuff, it really, really means a lot.
Damn.
So
Someone remembers.
It's something I'm never gonna forget because I was honestly just starting out. I was experimenting and I was like, are people really enjoying the content that I'm working so hard to publish? So it was very, very encouraging to hear that from you,
Damn, I never remembered that, but now I
But
actually
but I do, and I'm
because
probably
I
never gonna forget
remember
it.
because I really felt that. I really felt that it
I
was
knew at that time.
worth it.
That's the reason why whenever you ask me for a plan or something, I never say no. And usually when there's like a social gathering as well, you're the first person I message or
Yeah,
call. And I'm
actually,
like,
fact.
are you gonna be there? And sometimes I have it in my mind that okay, if he says no, I'm probably gonna politely decline as well.
Sometimes, in fact, one of the events,
Yeah.
the recent one, I was not supposed to go, but then I didn't know you were coming. Then you called and you're like coming. Then I was like,
Yeah, because I also
Chal
asked
yaar.
them. By the way, I said that is Anil invited, and they said not yet, and I'm like, okay, I'll let you know. So maybe they got the hint that
No,
we'll
yeah.
need to invite Anil as well.
But
But
yeah,
it's because of
that's
the support that people like you showed when I was just
No,
starting
not
out.
many people know.
know.
You also have supported me a lot. Like when I started off, I also
Of
have
course,
a
man,
message.
of course.
I remember seeing it today morning itself because I was trying to find the address. I was
Yeah?
supposed to this place address. I was supposed to give to Conan.
Yeah.
This is the next podcast.
Yeah.
So I was like seeing the messages and I saw that the message, bro, you have blown. You're doing great content. Your
Of course,
content is
man.
going
Of
up.
course.
And that time I was nothing.
No,
I
no.
remember that. I was like,
I
wow.
think even at the cruise, I told you because
Yeah.
at that time I was like, why don't you also, start doing something and do it, man? You can do it, and
damn, we
so
supported
happy
each other,
to-
man.
Of course, bro.
Damn, full 1 year of great
Good stuff,
journey.
Good stuff.
But I feel seeing that 1 year that we've done now, my eyes are opened. I think the next year, once we do this again, it's going to be great.
For sure.
And our glasses are empty, but we cheers to that.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much, Mohz.
Thank you.
My coffee is done, so I'll not do it. I hope it's not a bad thing, but I'll still sip. Okay, fine. So yeah, Mohz, thank you so much
Do
for
not
joining.
convert this into like one of your sketches.
Nah.
Every time we meet, there's something he picks up from our
interaction.
interaction. Then I'm like,
Which is
what?
a fact. It's a fact. But yeah, thank you so much, Mohz. This has been like fine.
This was fun, yeah.
For all those who are watching the podcast or listening to it, please like, share, and subscribe. And this podcast will be on Spotify 48 hours before YouTube. So whichever camera.
I have no idea, right?
I don't know which camera is there, but
that's why I'm just looking at Suchita. I'm like, okay.
I don't know. Okay.
Which one to look at?
This is for me, this is for you. But okay, coming back, yeah. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And thank you so much for listening. And I hope you are inspired. This is Anil Lobo and Mohz Khan sign off. Have a good day. Take care. And bye-bye.